Hi, my name's Catherine Jeans. I'm a fully qualified nutritional therapist and author of How to Be a Healthy Vegetarian or Vegan. This is a brand new online nutrition course for anyone looking for proper nutritional advice on how to be a healthy vegetarian or vegan. So if you're looking to include more plants into your diet, then this course is for you. If you're looking to go completely vegetarian or vegan, then this course is ideal for you. Or perhaps you have a family member, perhaps mums, you've got a teenage girl or son who wants to go vegetarian or vegan, and you want to make sure that they're eating all the right nutrients they need. So this course is not about vegan baking and how to make really lavish cakes and things like that. I've got some really yummy recipes in there, don't get me wrong, but it's about actually you understanding the nutritional basics of how to be a healthy vegetarian or vegan. So what we'll be going through is about 10 video chapters, and I will be adding to the course as we go on. And the first few chapters are about your macronutrients. So that's your fats, your protein and your carbohydrates. So I'll be teaching you things like how to get enough essential omega-3 fats in your diet if you don't eat fish. So super important for a teenager's brain, super important for us as adults. We know that there's lots of links between omega-3s in our diet and reduced risk of cardiovascular disease and other things like that. We'll also be looking at protein. It's a key concern on a vegetarian or vegan diet, but actually you can do it really well. But if you don't know how to use quinoa, buckwheat, amaranth, beans and pulses and things like that, then it can be more tricky. And that's why we tend to get into that, using sort of those artificial meat substitutes. So I'll be teaching you all about those different macronutrients. We'll also be looking at carbohydrates and sure you're getting lots of nice slow releasing carbohydrates in your diet as well. We'll look at key nutrients for you too. So B12, an obvious one for vegans, and making sure we've got enough B12 in your diet. We'll also be looking at things like like iron and zinc and selenium and things like that, which are really key nutrients and often deficient on a vegetarian or vegan diet. And I'll give you lots of the foods that find those nutrients in, but also really practical steps on how to use them. We'll look at things like soya, whether you should be using soya, and if you're going to use it, how you should use it. We'll look at things like actually cooking your food and how you can break down things like phytates, which might actually bind minerals and affect calcium absorption and things like that. I know for many mums that's a concern when their children go vegetarian or vegan, is making sure that they've got enough calcium in their diet. There'll also be some bonus chapters on things like whether you should be using supplements on a vegetarian diet, how to keep the vegetarian or vegan gut healthy. And that's one of the reasons I developed this course, because what I started to find in my clinic is more and more vegetarians and vegans following a poor diet who had gut issues. It's so important that we can absorb our nutrients properly if we're going to be able to take in and use them. And I started to find in my practice lots and lots of vegans and vegetarians coming to me with gut issues. So if you follow a good, healthy vegetarian or vegan diet, then you shouldn't have that problem. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I haven't told many people, is that I used to be a vegetarian from about the ages of 12 to about 24, and I was a cheese on toast vegetarian, and also led quite a typical student lifestyle in my early 20s, and I developed a really nasty inflammatory bowel disease, which I don't have now, by the way, which is great. I do eat some meat and fish now in my diet. However, I do have a very plant-based diet, and I think it's really important to remember that you can live very well eating a lot more plants. I love looking at things like the blue zones, for example, where the areas in the world where people live the longest, and one of the things that has been seen in that research is that people following in those areas follow a very plant-based diet. So this course is ideal for anyone who perhaps wants to continue also eating a little bit of meat or fish, but they also want to know how to include more plants. It's also great for anyone who wants to look at a more vegetarian or vegan diet, or a completely vegetarian or vegan diet. So just to recap, this is not a baking course, it's not a recipe-based course, it's a nutrition-based course, which I think, is really important for anyone who's about to either embark on a vegetarian or vegan diet, or you've been a vegetarian or vegan for years and you want to make sure that you're including all the foods that you need to include. The other great thing that you get as part of this course is access to my closed Facebook group specifically for this program, where you'll see there'll be a developing community of other vegetarians or vegans or plant-based eaters wanting to share recipes, ideas and tips. And I also access that group once to twice a week, so you can post any questions that you might have, and obviously you've got access to a properly qualified expert who can answer any questions that you might have. So sign up, get involved. It'll be really great to see you on the course, and do let me know how you're getting on your journey. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.